Coach, you just came out of the locker room. What was the locker room like? What did you say to the team?
Well, obviously there's a lot of disappointment. Players are a little bit dejected, but they got nothing to hang their heads about. I told them, this football team made history. Won the Pac-12 championship, which had never been done at the University of Utah. Played their way into the Rose Bowl game and played their hearts out for 60 minutes. Came up short. Give credit to the Ohio State football team. They got a tremendously talented team, and the quarterback is off the charts good, and he proved that tonight. And we just didn't quite have enough in the tank to get it done.
So what was it like for you on the sideline? You guys come out of the gates, you're moving, you feel like, the storybook is going to write itself, and then the game continued to play out back and forth.
Yeah, we had some issues of our own. I mean, again, give Ohio State credit, but our kickoff coverage unit was shoddy all night, giving them good field position. Our pass coverage wasn't what it usually is. And those are really the two biggest deficiencies right there was field position game in special teams and not being able to defend the pass. We played the run just fine. We ran the football very effectively offensively and did some good things with our offense, but the pass coverage just wasn't what it needed to be.
Saw Mackay Bernard walking off the field, tears in his eyes. I mean, he left it all out here. What did you see from him as the game went on?
Well, first of all, what a warrior to accept the challenge to move from running back to corner during bowl prep. I mean, we were out of corners. We didn't have anybody left, and he offered to give it a shot. He did play corner a sophomore year in high school, and actually did very well in practice. Gave it everything he had out here tonight. You could tell that he was inexperienced, but he wasn't the only one that struggled in pass coverage. We had several other breakdowns, and really it starts up front. We didn't get the usual pass rush generated that we typically do, and that was maybe the biggest issue of the evening as far as defending the throw was not getting the quarterback knocked off his spot and making him uncomfortable. We just didn't do that tonight.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Cam Rising leaves the game, and comes Bryson Barnes.
Right.
How about the last few minutes of this game and that drive? What was going through your head there?
Well, first of all, what a courageous kid. I mean, he's a walk-on and had very little reps this year. Just a handful. And for him to come in to the Rose Bowl in this setting, on this stage, and engineer that touchdown drive was incredible.
Did you think about going for two there?
We did. Had there been less time, we would have done that, under a minute. In fact, that was the plan as we drove down when we scored as quickly as we did with 2 minutes left. Decided against it, and the analytics backed that up. I mean, we're an analytics team that leans on that somewhat, and it was a definite go for one situation in their mind, and so that's what we did.
Coach, I know you'll think about this game for a long time, but if we step back, this season for you, guiding these young men, as good of a job of a leader as I think anybody in sports has seen. The loss of two players that you recruited, you've coached. When you look at this year for this program and what you've done, what has it been like for you as the leader as you try to catch your breath here?
Well, talking to team meeting to our guys yesterday, it's been the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I mean, we went through horrific things over the past year, and we accomplished some great things as well. And it was just so emotional and so much heartache, losing Ty and Aaron. But then when you go and make history and win the Pac-12 championship, that's obviously a high point for you. But just so proud of our guys, the way, and the leadership especially, the upperclassmen, how they held things together, and just the vibe and the attitude of this team. I've never been around a team that has been as positive and as the work ethic and the great attitude as these guys had.
Coach, on behalf of everybody at the Pac-12, we all will continue to give 22% better and inspired by you all season long. Congratulations, and I know this program has just taken off to another stratosphere under your leadership.
We feel like we got a lot of good young talent on the football team. We went through the roster just the other day, and as of now, 72 of our 85 scholarships next year will be freshmen or sophomores, and a lot of those guys are playing now. So I think we got a chance to be pretty decent in the next few years.
Thanks, Coach. Happy New Year. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Same to you, Yogi. Appreciate you.